This is Gardy with Clear Life Media, Clear Life Combat. I have a guest that is zooming in. We're going to get them introduced and find out about an event that's coming up this weekend. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. If someone hasn't met you before, what's your name? And then what do you have coming up on Sunday?
My name's Gabby Best. I'm competing for main character Jiu Jitsu in Miami, Florida this Sunday.
Where are you from? Are you out there in Florida?
No, I actually am from Delaware.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So traveling quick, literally like 48 hour, not even 48-hour trip. I do have family in Miami, so I'm happy to be able to be near family for this event though.
Okay, cool. Where do you train out in Delaware?
I actually own my own gym. It's called Bayside Jiu Jitsu. It's kind of down south by the beach area. So yeah, been owning. Started that in 2023.
Cool. Starting a business and then I guess a combat sports business. What's that like? And what drew you to being this is the path?
Um, so funny enough, it actually was kind of an accident. Um, so my mom owns a gymnastics facility in the area. Actually, we share space. And so the guy that was running the jiu-jitsu school in the area before was like, hey, I can't afford my old leasing place. And I was training at the place at the time. And he basically was like, hey, I can't afford this rent. If you basically take over my debt, would you be willing to like run the business? And I was like, I guess. I was literally like 24. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, sure, why not? I was a blue belt at the time. But I had a an awesome instructor that really helped kind of set me up for success, and we kind of collaborated together. I did the businessy stuff, and he did the jiu-jitsu stuff, and kind of helped train me up to become the leader in the gym. And then he moved. Him and his wife were military, so they moved, and I kind of took over. And here we are, and we got a business, and we got a gym that I have awesome teammates and awesome students, and I'm super grateful for the opportunity to be a gym owner.
That's awesome. That's a really
Yeah.
that's a really cool story. Do you have a background in gymnastics as well, since your family owned a gym?
Yes. Yep. I was a competitive gymnast for over 10 years, pretty much all of my childhood into my teen years, and then ended that, did dance for a few years, and then started jujitsu.
Yeah, I can see how the flexibility and the strength from gymnastics can help translate over into something like jujitsu. Can you speak on that? And is that a place where you can see, hey, some of the gymnasts, maybe I want to come try this combat sport as well?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I really do believe, and not that I'm biased, but I am a little bit. But I do believe that gymnastics is one of the best fundamental sports that you can do, whether you're male or female. Your mind to muscle like connection interaction is so strong as a gymnast that you are just so well equipped to adapt to any kind of sport because you're able to, you know how to use your body really well. Especially if you train at a higher level. Like I was training at a pretty high level. I was like level 8 gymnast when I quit. So I was training at a pretty high level, pretty heavily. So that definitely helped equip me for jujitsu. I mean, just athleticism wise, mobility wise, flexibility, strength, um, grit. Gymnastics sucks sometimes, but I love it and I wouldn't change it. And I'm super grateful that I had the opportunities to train like I did as a kid, for sure.
Yeah. And tell me if this makes sense at all or not, but with jujitsu, you're competing and you have an opponent, right? Well, in gymnastics, you're competing. There's opponents, I guess, but essentially it's you versus yourself. Like, am I going to go nail this routine and stuff? Was that a big jump having, I mean, because using a lot of the same, your same knowledge and skills and muscle and mind memory, but taking that from like, hey, I'm competing against myself or trying to nail this routine versus, man, now I'm actually fighting against a person.
Yeah, yeah. I actually would say it was a big jump and still something that, you know, I had to adjust to a little bit. I was always in gymnastics. I never did any other sports, and they actually scared me. Like any sport involving anything other than my own body scares me. Um, Obviously with I will say though there are some similarities because in gymnastics it's still in jiu-jitsu, they're both still individual sports in the sense that the only body that I'm responsible for at the end of the day is my own body. And then there's other factors in play, so like in gymnastics you have a bar, you have a balance beam, you have a vault. And in jiu-jitsu you have somebody else's body, so it's not the same, but it's still like I'm worried about my own body, if that makes
For
sense.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the matchup at main character. Do you know who you're competing against, and how do you see the match going?
I don't know who I'm competing against. I did research. I always do competition reviews and stuff. And, I think um, I'm going to pull out the mom strength here. I'm competing against a teenager. I have a kid. I'm a woman. I'm a grown ass woman. And so I'm really hoping that I get sent to the principal's office for bullying this weekend because I am not afraid to bully a little girl. I don't care that she has a pans double gold or whatever, that she had like one match the whole competition. That doesn't scare me. Those accolades mean nothing to me. I'm still going to go out. I know that I'm a skilled grappler. I'm a competitor. I'm a fighter. And if you want a grown woman ass whooping, then I'm going to give you a grown woman ass whooping. Just saying.
Yeah. So talk to me at least about your style. Whenever you get on the mats, are you looking to wrestle, pull guard? Are you comfortable from everywhere? Where do you want the match to go?
I'm comfortable from any position. Wrestling is not my background, but I am not afraid to wrestle. However, I am a very smart person and I'm not going to do things that are going to automatically put me in bad positions. I know that she wants to wrestle with me, and most of the match footage that I watched, people obliged in that. And I don't think I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I don't think I'm inclined to wrestle back.
Yes.
Yeah.
You mentioned you had family in Miami? I guess you get down there down in Florida, right? Do you enjoy the area? Are you looking forward to that quick turnaround trip at least?
Yeah, yeah. It's so most of my family lives up more in northern Florida, but I have some family that lives in Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. So, and I haven't seen them in a while, so I'm super excited. They're all coming to my match, and we're all gonna. There's some of them are coming to media day, so I'm really looking forward to being able to, share this experience with them and kind of make the most out of my trip.
Yes. You mentioned media day. It's always a fun time, dressing up and having fun. What do you think about the opportunity to have media days? And do you have like the costume plan? Are you going all out or taking it kind of taking it easy?
No, there's nothing about me that is like reserved or minimized. So I will be going all out. I love the whole idea of being a main character, just expressing yourself, like being that girl, that guy. Like, I'm so excited. This is like what I live for. I don't like at the end of the day, the wins are great, yeah, but I love just performing and putting on a show and making things exciting because that's what people want to see. So I'm gonna be dressed out, I'm getting my hair done, I got my nails done, like I'm ready to go. So yeah, I'm gonna be dressing up, and you guys will like the costume, I think, for
Yeah.
sure.
Can you give us a hint? What is it going to be?
I'll give you a hint. I did an event, a team event in April, March or April of this year on finishers, and I'm basing my costume off my team name.
Okay, cool. After main character, what does the rest of this year look like for you when it comes to jujitsu?
Yeah, so far, I mean, I'm coaching two competitions in the next 2 weeks with my team. So I'm coaching, and then I'm going to Dublin, Ireland for an IBJJF in November. And then December is open. I mean, if anybody's interested in putting me on a card, I'm available. So hit me up.
Yeah. Ireland. Have you been to Ireland before? And how did you decide on going there to go? Is it mainly to compete, or also I'm guessing
Oh
it's a little
yeah.
bit of both, right?
It's pretty much just to compete. I mean, I'll be there for a little bit longer than Miami. I think I'm going for like 5 days, 4 or 5 days. But one of my best friends, RJ, he competes all over the world. He's one of the top adaptive athletes in the world. He has cerebral palsy, but he competes all the time in regular jujitsu tournaments, Pans, Worlds, Europeans, blah blah blah. But he's the one that convinced me to go to Ireland with him. So that's what we're doing.
Have you been before?
No, nope, never.
Yeah, that's a big jump. I mean, you're that
Fuck
seems
it,
like it'd be
man. I
awesome
don't
though.
care.
Yeah, why not?
Whatever.
Why not? Heck yeah.
Why
Okay.
not? Right? Exactly.
Yeah. Outside of jiu-jitsu, what do you have time for? Do you have time for other things, and what do you like to do?
So, unfortunately, I have very little time. Oop. Hello. Did I lose you?
No, I'm here.
Oh, we're good. Okay. Unfortunately, I actually have a full time career in nursing. So I do that when I'm not at the gym. So I work 40-hour work weeks nursing, and then I go to the gym in the evenings. And then my daughter's 5, so I'm taking care of her. So full schedule, very full
Yes.
schedule. I am dropping down to part-time nursing, so I have a little bit more time to invest in my jujitsu and my business for sure.
Yes. So having a 5-year-old daughter, does she do jiu-jitsu or gymnastics, or what? And what does she prefer?
Yeah, she does everything. Honestly, she does ballet. She did piano. She does cheerleading, gymnastics, and jujitsu. Yeah, she's whatever. Um, she does compete in jujitsu. She's 5, so I mean it's 5-year-old jujitsu, but she loves it. She's really good at wrestling, actually. But I would say it depends on her mood, which
Mhm.
one she prefers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I have a 5-year-old. He hasn't started training yet, but we wrestle all the time. At the house as well, and so I don't know. It's just fun. But I'm always thinking about that. It's like, how would he do in competition? Because it breaks my heart. We get to cover a lot of competitions and live stream broadcasts, right? And I love to see the kids that are so happy, but just sometimes whenever they get sad, I'm like, oh my gosh, just crying. But it's probably important for them to learn and experience those feelings in a controlled environment, I suppose.
Yeah, for the most part, I'm pretty chill about her competing, and she gets upset. I'm so used to it. I've been working with kids for over 10 years coaching, so I don't
Yeah.
care about a crying kid. It doesn't bother me. When I will say though, I went a little bit ham when one of my kids, their health or safety is compromised in a competition. I will go out on a ref. I do not care who you are. I don't care what belt you are, what country you're from. I will eat you alive if you let one of my kids get hurt.
Right. You know,
I don't care. That's the only thing. But I don't care if they cry. I actually warn my parents. I'm like, my student parents. I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna warn you now. Your kid's gonna cry today. Okay.
oh wow.
But
Yeah.
yeah, she's fine. She likes it. I mean, she acts like any other kid.
Yes.
They're 5. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you competed for main character before, or is this the first time?
No, this is the first time. First time.
Yeah, it's really cool to talk to people and see where they're coming from because there's literally people from all over the country that I've had the chance to talk to that are coming in. So it's some of the best people in the world are coming in to test themselves, compete on a big stage. Have a lot of eyes on them. So it's exciting to see. And I will say that the refs, Kamoy main character, bring in some of the best refs in the game to make sure that it is run the correct way. Because sometimes
Yeah.
there can be controversy in anything. But yeah,
For
so
sure. Yeah. No, I have been following main character for a while now. I've watched it multiple times, and there was a match I was thinking about doing, or we had discussed a little bit, but it never ended up going. Happening a couple of months ago. But I'm super glad to be on the card, and I've always liked watching the events, and it's exciting to be on one for sure.
yeah, you know, Delaware. Is there a lot of jujitsu there?
I wouldn't say it's the hot spot.
Right.
Like
I think of
it's not
hotspots and it wasn't
Texas.
Delaware, but I was like, I'm just curious because there are sometimes like, hey, these hidden places where, maybe it's growing or there's some talent coming out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's some hidden gems here in Delaware. There's some hot heavy hitters that come from the area. So I do travel. I cross train being owning a gym can be tough because I have my group of students that I'm responsible for, and that's my priority. So I kind of put myself on the back burner. But to me, I can train with anybody and improve and learn. So I'm not super worried about that. That was something that my instructor always instilled in me. Look, I got better working with a bunch of blue belts and white belts. You can do the same thing. It's okay. But when I'm feeling like I need an extra push, there are some good gyms in the area that I'll visit for sure.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would like to share or talk about?
No, I'm just super excited. I'm grateful for the opportunity and I'm ready to just have a good time and go all out in Miami.
Can you remind everybody one more time, October 19th, what are they going to be able to watch? How can they watch? And then why should they watch you compete?
Yeah, all right. So October 19th, 2 p.m., Flograppling, Halloween Havoc, main character Jiu Jitsu. Y'all are gonna want to watch it because it's me, guys. Come on. Have a good time. And B, the whole show is awesome. Like, they're always awesome. And don't forget to tip your fighters. We want money.
Awesome. Thank you so much for making time today. I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too. This is Gabby with Crow Life Media, Crow Life Combat. Y'all be blessed.